Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. My name is NCK2310. What I do here, I do scrutinize and analyze songs. Yes, I dwell with gospel songs, with political songs, and also Mogi, the all-party songs. Yes, for the returning subscribers, welcome back. I do appreciate always giving me your time. For those that are new, welcome as well. So without wasting any time, I will dive in. But before I dive in with this scrutinizing and analyzing of the song, I would like to condemn in the strongest terms the president of Tanzania, Suluhu. It is a dark day for all Kenyans. Back home in Kenya, for all Kenyans in Sweden, for all Kenyans in Germany, and all Kenyans around the world. Why am I saying this? We've seen very well on the news what has been going on. We knew that what our activist, Boniface Mwangi, and the Ugandan activist, Agatha, what they went through, but we did not have the real details, and it's shocking. The whole world have to know that Tanzania is not a safe place. That somebody can go there and you are kidnapped and you're sodomized. Men can be sodomized. Women can be sodomized. We have to get answers from Suluhu, Tanzanian president. She cannot walk free from this. It's heartbreaking. All Kenyans are hurt, and I believe also Ugandans are hurt as well, because Agatha is from Uganda. We cannot allow Kenyan President Suluhu to walk free. If she sent those people to sodomize our Kenyan activist Boniface Mwangi and also Agatha, the Ugandan activist, justice must prevail. She cannot walk free. Can you imagine doing this to foreigners, to us Kenyans? And we have this. Let me see. We have this. This is East African passport. The East African countries, we should all know that even if we have this, Tanzania is not a safe place. If Boniface Mwangi and Agatha had committed crime, they were supposed to be arrested and taken through the court of laws. They were supposed to be represented in the court of law, but not to be sodomized by Suluhu and her government officials. We have to condemn it with the strongest term, and she cannot walk free from this. If you're a Kenyan, if you're a Ugandan, let's stand up. Let's join hands together. We want answers from Suluhu. We do. All right. Let's dive in with the song. That's what I always do. Today is a political song. Let's dive in. We hear what the song has to offer. The song says, leaders, you are the pillars, and the civilians are like building materials which are used to construct a house. If you fight each other, those are the leaders. If the leaders fight each other, you will bring hatred within the society. The song continues to say, and if you are in good terms, you bring peace and harmony to the society. So if you're a leader there's a song here talking to you, telling you, if you fight each other, you're bringing hatred among civilians. But if there's peace among new leaders, you bring peace and harmony in the society. The song continues to say, I am from Kenya, and so this song is also talks more or less about Kenya. Let's build Kenya so that our children, so that we can bring up our children, the children we've brought into this world, we can feed them so that they can grow up nicely to be our leaders tomorrow. Well, it's not a command. I'm not commanding leaders to understand each other. I'm just mentioning it. That's what the writer is saying. A white man laughs at thorns. So let me tell you, stop pretending to be Mr. Know-it-all or Mrs. Know-it-all. You can't know, you pretend you know so much more than everybody else. If you're a leader, for example, our President Ruto in Kenya, here's a song asking you, are you Mr. Know-it-all? Are you the one who don't want to be told? Are you the one who don't want to listen to the people who put you to that position? And to all other leaders, are you also those who don't like to listen? You just think it's only you and you and you. The song is saying, stop pretending to know it all. If war erupts in Kenya, for example, God forbid, we all would join hands and fight for our motherland. We love our motherland. When God created our motherland, He created it for a man or a woman, a husband and a wife. And we are all sisters and brothers. We especially, like for example, in my tribe, I'm a Kikuyu from Kenya, and I'm always very proud to say that I am a Kikuyu. It's good to be proud of from where you are from. We believe that God created Kenya, and He put Mombi and Gikuyu. That's where the Gikuyu come from. We believe Mombi was the wife for Gikuyu, and that's where even that's what we believe in my culture. Kenya was given to us by God. The song continues to say, when you're moving around in the night, you turn and you see God pointing at you. The kingdom is here. The kingdom on earth is not for everlasting life. So there you are as a leader. You should know that you won't live here in this world forever. A time will come. All of us will perish. All of us will leave this world. So do not pretend and make like this world belongs to you, like it's your own properties. Do not be greedy, grabbing everything, stealing everything, having no mercy at all. The kingdom of earth is not everlasting life. It's not. Remember, you came with nothing. When you live with nothing. And if you have stolen, for example, in Kenya, if you've stolen from Kenyan people, believe you me, one day the Kenyans will come for what you stole from them. For example, our great parents, our parents, those who are before me, I'm in my 50s, they were not able to come for those things that were stolen from us. My parents, we were not able to come for those things. But now we have grown up kids. They are coming to get those things you stole from us. And their children, in more generations to come, will come and get even more. So you better stop stealing from wananchi. Do not. Do what is right, what you are elected to do. Serve the people with dignity. Are there any leaders left, for example, in my country, Kenya, that can lead the people? People with dignity. Leaders that don't go abusing mothers and fathers, parents of other people. Leaders that sets good examples. Do we have any left? Because sometimes it's a shame when you hear that person and that person and person, or you see that person is a leader somewhere, and the way when that person opens up the mouth and starts to talk, You're ashamed. The words they are using, the kind of language is shaming. I always say, two wrongs doesn't make a right. Do not push our children to use that abusive language neither, because it is a shame. So if you're there and you're a leader, go listen to this song. After this, when we finish to scrutinize, we'll tell you the name of the name of the song and the lighter. He's late. He left so good, beautiful, amazing songs for us to be listening to. The song continues to say that the kingdom of earth is not for everlasting life, is not everlasting, and no one should lift up a jogoma. Jogoma is like, for example, this thing, thimbo, what the late Moi used to carry. You know, it's like to show power. You should not. You should not. Because God is power. When you lift that thing, I remember late Moi used to lift that thing called thimbo, or yeah, we used to call it thimbo. This song is saying, do not carry such things, because it's the living God that gives kingdom. So be careful. Be careful. If you will ever get leprosy, leprosy is that disease of getting wounds everywhere. We know it according to the Bible. It's like when you are cursed. You can be cursed. God curses. God blesses and he can also curse. Be careful. If you ever get leprosy, don't complain that you are not advised. So if you're there and you think because of the high position you have, you think you're above God, you think that you and your children and the generations to come, you rule forever. That's why you take those things, dimbos, and stealing everything from Wananchi, because you believe that you, only you and you and your families will be there forever. You and families have to grab everything what for example, our Kenyan people have. There is a song here saying, be careful. You could get leprosy, you and your children, generations to come. But if you do, don't complain that you are not advised. The song continues to say, leaders, if you disagree something, stop spreading that rumor. For good leaders to agree to disagree, you discuss things, you don't agree on those things. Why you can't sit down again and again to solve the issue, to know, wait a minute, where can we rectify this? How can we do it better to serve our people? Which is the best thing? Which is the best way? What shall we do? Instead of that, what do the leaders do, especially in Kenya? They talk about something. They disagree on the first moment. The rumors are out. They reach to us. They reach the normal wananchi. The song continues to say, you're trying to affirm it to us from the other side, because now there is already separation between leaders because they don't agree on some issues. It's not wise to spread rumors, and it's known by the opponents. It brings embarrassment and shame. It does. When, for example, in my country, Kenya, when we see how our leaders are fighting each other, when we see how our leaders don't talk to each other, when we see how the so-called leaders in Kenya, in our eyes, they pretend. But we hear that during nighttime they gather together drinking and dancing and eating. So who are they fooling? They are fooling you and me, the normal wananchi, the civilians. We are the ones suffering because we are given this impression like, oh, they are not friends. They spread bad rumors because that leader wants us to hate that leader. That leader wants us to think that one is bad. That one, it's crazy. Here is a song saying, good leaders don't behave that way. There you are. Ask yourself, if you're chosen in any position, for example, in Kenya, in my country, how are you serving the people? Is this song talking about you? Is it you going around abusing people? Is it you going around spreading bad rumors? Is it you harassing the civilians, the wananchi that brought you to that position? Is it you? Because if it is you, this song is saying, you better stop it before it's too late. Leprosy could be on your doors. Leprosy, as I said, is that disease when someone is cursed, you get wounds everywhere. The song continues to say, when I sing, there are some people who will say that song is directed to me. That's what the writer is saying. That he's now late. He used to sing so nice, amazing songs. And we're saying when he's singing, when some people listen to the song, especially the politicians, they'll be, oh, that song is directed to me. That song, it's me indirectly. You should appreciate that you are being advised before it's too late. But the writer is saying, when I sing, there are some people who will say the song is directed to me. It's not to demean you or to hurt you, but it's for our children and the future generation. Because when the singer was writing and singing these songs, he wanted the youths, the young people coming up to know, wait a minute, please, there are some leaders who are holding some offices and they shouldn't be there because wrong decisions were made during elections. It's warning us for the next time when we go for elections, please, let us not hear only the things that person is telling us, because he will tell us what we want to hear. When someone stand up and say, you know what, I'll make sure that all Kenyan people have good money in their pockets because the businesses will be booming. He's only talking, saying it. When he stand up and say, I'll make sure the health in Kenya will be number one. I'll introduce something new, something that is working for all Kenyans, so that all Kenyans, when they go to hospitals, their medicines, telling only shenanigans. Do not listen. We've done that mistake before. We've trusted before. It's something we should learn as Kenyans, for example. I say Kenyans because I love my country. I am Kenyan. And Kenya is my business. If you're there and there's any election somewhere in Kenya for our Kenyan leaders, let us be very careful. Let us scrutinize nicely the person before we put in our vote for him or her. Let us make sure that the people who know that person, let us get details from the people who know that person. Let us get details of that person, how he or she was back when they were in school. I do tell, for example, the times I was a young girl, I went to school at Two Girls in Nyeri for 8 years. And then I went 3 years in Gateway Girls before leaving to Germany. And I do remember some of the naughty girls in school. Some of the girls that used to steal from others. They used to break the boxes and steal. And I do remember very well some of them. Like one of them became a lawyer in Kenya. And I always, when we talk with some of the Kenyans, I'm worried, even if she's a lawyer, that maybe she took that behavior on, stealing. Because some of these people, some of these leaders you see in those positions and they're behaving badly, they started at their early age to steal. So they have that habit. It not just come from nowhere, because if you grew up nicely, you know it from your parents. Even if you grew up in poverty, like some of us, we know very well that you don't touch even a single cent that don't belong to you. We know very well you don't open or you don't touch anything that doesn't belong to you. We know, that's how we grew up. That's how our parents taught us. Because some of these people, if you see them stealing, they didn't start now. They started at very early age. Maybe if they are from villages, they started to steal chicken and rabbits from neighbors. From there on, first they started then in schools, stealing boxes of people, stealing uniforms, all these kind of things. That thing went on and on and on. Then there was a time they pretended to be nice and good so that they could be elected in those positions they are in. And when they got them, when they started to receive the money, instead of taking that money where it's supposed to be to work for the people, they started to put that money in their pockets with no shame, because they were used to stealing. They had no shame in them. They think it's normal. It's normal to steal for them. The song continues to say, I've read there that when you hear me singing, you think the song is directed to you. The time the children, let me see. And it's for the children and the children in future, the generations to come. The time the children are calling me dad, if you're brought up, you also must do the same thing to upbring your children, taking responsibility as parents. This verse here is talking to parents. You are there as a father or mother. You have to take the responsibility to educate your children, to feed your children, to provide at least the basic needs of your children, just like our parents did. You cannot be having children and you expect other people to do that part for you. You cannot. You cannot. There's something, for example, called family planning. I feel sorry for the people who are in the very, very local, deep inside places where they have no idea what family planning is. They have no idea what is contraceptives or protection, so that they don't just get kids. But you, if you are somewhere and you know that you can get protection, or you can protect yourself, because according to your level, according to how you're living, you know very well that also some of those people who went to school, us girls, we were taught in schools which are the times that a woman is fertile, which are the times that you can get, for example, pregnant, so that you avoid this. And we were taught these things. And mothers as well teach their girls. So later on in life, I don't understand why, if you know that your economic is not that good, you have to think twice before you start to bring a life in this world. Life is expensive. Life is not cheap. Education. Some of these, you don't have to go to universities to get diplomas. But some of these basic things, like when can you get pregnant? When is the safe time? These are some of the things, for example, our girls have to be taught. In Kenya, for example, mothers, talk to your girls. Let them know. Talk to your boys, so that if they go out there, when they're over 18 and they start to mingle, they should know that even they can become fathers when they are so young. When they have no work to do, when they have no money, no income, no nothing, they're still living by their parents, still in school studying, and they are there. They go mingle with girls, and there they are. Boom, there comes a baby. And then what happens? Try, just like our parents used to advise us. I do remember me growing up, my mom, my late mom, she was a tough lady. Me and my late sister, no way that we could go mingling with boys when we were young girls. Absolutely not. When I left Kenya, I was still a virgin because my mom made sure not during school holidays, didn't have to go and mingle with boys there and there. Because my mom to say, hey, wait a minute, I don't want early pregnancies at home. My late mom used to tell me that, and I was a very young girl. So I knew that I cannot mingle with boys. What about today? We are in 2025. Those years, there was not even telephone. Nowadays, if you have a phone, you can Google about pregnancy. When can I get pregnant? When is it? After my periods, how long in between this and that? You can read. In our times, we didn't have iPhones and all these internet stuff. But we got the education from our parents. They told us how to behave. Just like the song is saying, take the responsibility. You as a parent, take the responsibility. Educate your girls, educate your boys as well. Be tough a little bit so that you can tell them, hey, my late mom did it. And I was a very young girl by then. Why you as a mother, as a father, why you can't sit down your kids and talk to them so that all these early pregnancies can end? Because what happens? There they are so young, they have no work, no money, no nothing, and they get pregnant. They are kids in the world. What happens? They will come here online starting to beg. They will come starting to bring their problems online. I have these children, so many kids. Then the boys will run away because sometimes the men run away because they feel bad. They don't want to see this. They don't want to see the woman or the kid suffering. So what do? They run. To avoid all this, we as parents, let us continue just like how our parents did it to us. I'm in my 50 years old, getting 51. But my parents, for example, they taught us not to mingle around. Early pregnancies is bad. You will disturb the society. You start to be a beggar around, telling people, hey, I have 5 kids, 10 kids, 12 kids, 14 kids. Hey, my man left. Hey, this, that. No food, no this, no house. Disturbing the society. This has to end. Because a lot of people, they have other plans with their money. A lot of people, they want to do other things in their life. You cannot bring your carelessness just online to be a beggar. You cannot. You as parent, educate your youth. Tell them, please, be careful. For example, there are a lot of liars in churches. They come and ruin you and fool you and steal all what you work for. You as parents, advise your boys and girls. Just like in this song is telling us. The song continues to say, don't hate me for talking the truth. It's good to talk when I am alive. The writer is saying this, and actually he passed away. He said we should not get angry with him. He's just telling the truth. Backdoor rumors must be dropped or stopped. A wise or a fool person that can't see. Some people are fully finished looking for high positions to rule. Some people, they're addicted. This, I have to rule. Oh, I have to be the president. Oh, I have to go, I don't know how many times. Greediness, the power. They want to be the power, to have the power all the times. It has to end. If you are given a certain time and you haven't worked nicely, properly, why should you be given a second chance? Why should you? We say no. So Kenyans, wake up. Whichever leader, starting from Ruto, all the way down, whichever leader that you elected and have not worked for you, do not re-elect them coming 2027. Do not. Because nothing will be done. If they're stealing, they're going to steal more. If they're abusing you, they will abuse you more. If they're corrupt, they will even get more corrupt than before. So be awake, Kenyan people. What can I say? I'm still here to scrutinize and analyze our song. This is a very, very beautiful song. The song is called Atogoria Nenywe Ituge. Leaders, you are the pillars. So listen carefully. Do what is right. And don't abuse those that have put you to those positions. It's an amazing, beautiful song. Those who've never listened to it, Atogoria Nenywe Ituge. It's by our one and only, the late Joseph Kamaro. So please go listen to the song. It's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing song. And also, if you like my work of scrutinizing and analyzing this song, please don't forget to touch the subscribe button to support me. I'll appreciate. You can like, comment, and share as well. And we catch up again tomorrow, same time, which is 10 o'clock Kenyan time, German or Swedish time where I am. It's 9 o'clock p.m. We catch up again. And please don't forget, I have a playlist. If you touch there, I think it's there, you will see songs message. If you press there, you will find all my playlists. If you like Mugithi songs, you like gospel songs, you like political songs, you will find them there. Thank you. Stay blessed and bye-bye.